Where have all the babies gone to? You might not be wondering this question, but I know some people are. The birth rate has fallen about 50% of what it used to be in the past, and now all the babies seem to be gone. I'm going to be talking to you today about birth rate and fertility and how these numbers have dropped dramatically over the past few years. Not just in the United States, but globally, the birth rate and fertility has dropped about 50% of what it used to be in the 1960s. Women these days are just having complications with getting pregnant, or some say they just don't even want to have a family anymore. Personally, my cousin was one of these people. She had medical issues, and she was unfortunately not lucky enough to become a mother. And this sucks for her, because others just don't even think of it as an option. But she now has to go without a family because of medical reasons. The three main indicators of fertility are the general fertility rate, the total fertility rate, and completed fertility. There has been a decline in teen births in all ethnic groups. And most parents these days are saying they don't even want to have a family anymore. They just want it to be them and their spouse. I'm going to be talking to you now about the three different indicators and how they compute to different things. So the general fertility rate is the rate at which women are presently having kids. If you take a look at this chart over here, it shows from 1950 all the way up to 2018 how dramatically this number has dropped. In 2018, it is about only 59 out of 1,000 women, and this is from the ages of 15 to 44. So you can see the spike was in about 1960 and then dramatically dropped over the years, and if you look really closely, it dropped just over the past 10 years. So completed fertility is the number of kids that women will ultimately have. Again, looking at this chart, it's from the same years, and it's from women ages 40 to 44, and it has dropped dramatically over the past couple decades. And in 2006, it was at 1.86 million. The total fertility rate is the hypothetical number they would likely have based on present fertility patterns. So this is hypothetical numbers, they aren't true, but still looking over at this chart, it shows, again, there was a spike and then a major decline in only about 1.73 million, not percent, of births. So talking about this globally, there has been a result in all ethnic groups and not just in the United States, especially teen births. So for 15 to 19-year-olds, the birth rate has fallen over 50% since 2008. In all ethnicities, this makes only about 41 births per 1,000 women. So it used to be about 80 to 90 births per 1,000 women, so this has fallen dramatically. So again, looking over at this chart, this shows all of the different ethnic groups and the percent of children that they have. So Hispanics is the highest, and they are about 77.5 per 1,000 females. And then if you look all the way down here, almost at the bottom, whites only have 26.7 per 1,000 again, which if you think about it is not a lot at all. And teens are right in the middle at about 41.5 births. And again, this used to be a lot higher. Most parents these days are saying they don't want kids, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want kids, but we're going to look into that. So looking at this chart, we have parents up top and non-parents at the bottom, and this is the percent of adults 18 to 49 saying that parents likely to have more kids is only 29%. And then 71% are saying they don't want more kids. And if you break that down, 40% saying they just simply don't want more kids, and 30% is because of medical complications. Now, looking at non-parents, about 61% say they do want kids in their future, and about 37% say they don't want kids. So this number does not account for the parents that don't know they cannot have children yet because of medical reasons. So this bottom number is most likely to change. Most parents say they cannot have kids because of medical reasons, and medical reasons is a big complication that parents have to deal with these days. So looking at this, the medical reasons is about 41% of why parents say they don't want more kids, and these are all of the other factors that go into it. And age is the second biggest one with 25%. Nowadays, kids don't want to have children too young or too old, so they have to find that good in between to where they can have kids. In conclusion, the birth rate has fallen dramatically, and women just aren't as fertile as they used to be, I guess. But there are pills and prescriptions that women can take to help their chances of getting pregnant. And there also are surgeries or other things, or even adoption that women could consider with getting pregnant. So since the 1960s, the global fertility rate has almost been cut in half. And this is not good because all of the children are gone and we're not going to have anyone in the future, which is not what we want. So looking ahead with this pandemic, we have been said to get quarantine babies out of it. So hopefully in a year or so, we will see a rise in teen births, or not even teen births, just births in general, and we will get something good out of this pandemic.